just knew I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Cam Newton and the New England Patriots taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows. No more podcasts. No more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one. So the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading him onto the field. He's played a lot of places. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every spot you're looking for. He's in the second year of a 2-year deal. Went 5-8 and 13 starts last year with 20 touchdown passes. And anytime he's on the field, there could be some Fitz magic.
Catch made right side by Wilson. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard.
Now Fitzpatrick out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Miami.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick on target to Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the... Crossing route, 4th down now.
The Dolphin field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
3. Patriots, nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun, because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Complete. Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing again. Newton flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete.
Patrick's pass intended for Mike Gesicki.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3rd down here.
3rd down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's White. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Newton. That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Complete to
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And the Dolphins first down.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Fitzpatrick finding his tight end, Gesicki. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense.
And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Newton. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Parker the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Parker, incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick, throw left side, complete. That's Freeman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Edelman set to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the 50, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He's got Sanu. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Connects with Sanu right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, this is White on the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Well, CD, you know, as we talked about earlier, this is the first Patriots home opener without Tom Brady in 2 decades out. You still see, understandably, a lot of number 12 jerseys. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Kick it away after the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Back-to-back good play. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins 10.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll find Williams on the slant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Dante Hightower on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Flush to his right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up. By Eric Rowe. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Don't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll get this. Back to the 32-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
8 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Edelman. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
40-yard line.
Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. First down, here's White. Gets past one man. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
John Simon. It's a gain of 6. And
Fitzpatrick.
First down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Devontae Freeman.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And 5 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Fitzpatrick on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability. And go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. Started to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
And we remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Slant route caught by Edelman. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 49.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
They'll run with White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a carry for White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Good. Makes the score Patriots 24. Dolphins.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Fitzpatrick on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The veteran Phillip Rivers with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dwayne Haskins has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
James White, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Patrick's pass complete to Devontae Freeman.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Freeman on the handoff.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I love these skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 16. From the gun, here's Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Patrick's pass. Complete to Albert Wilson.
From 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Patriots 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ball carrier. Taken down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Newton. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man is Sanu, just like last play. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown. Sanu! 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.